Dragged between these two nations, stuck with many emotions, give us the chance to say our final goodbyes. Though we may leave with many questions that come to mind, I'm sure we will find the answers before we die. If we will ever get the chance to see our families again, or will we be able to find peace in heaven? We were told to bury our smiles in our lips, and so we buried our life in our bodies, not being able to express our own life's qualities. Early in the night we were to be seen as fresh flowers, but later in the night we were torn by our own sorrows. With all that is left of our bodies, will we at least be able to live with our own tears? We lost our happiness hearing the sound of others crying. We lost our tears seeing others continuously die. Living every second with fear, being afraid to ask why this has to happen to us, and hoping if we would ever find someone smiling again. Hearing our families being petrified, and not being able to walk a meter away only because we are terrified. Watching our families slowly dying encourages me to not stop trying. But why? Why do we live in such a country that does not value one's soul? Will we ever see our beautiful country once again? A country that was once filled with equality and knew the moralities. This is the country that we live for. So why should we step aside and just watch others die? Why don't we just try and speak up for those innocent ones that can't even cry? They are so busy fighting for what they want that they don't even realize how many kids just lost their dreams. But why? Why is it that the authority over a country is more important than a child screaming and pleading to be set free? Imagine being a child not being able to do what every other child is allowed to do. To be able to fly and be free from these dark cages that will never actually set us free. To be able to experience the normal life and know what we are worth living for. But instead, we were told to hide underneath bunkers that weren't guaranteed to bring us our life back. We chose to sacrifice our happiness, thinking we would finally find an answer to our cries. Hearing the sound of loud, enormous bombs, trying to figure out who is next, who just ended their last breath trying to find a place that was safe. Imagine running as fast as you can to finally reach a place that is safe for you to live, but before you know it, everything is gone into bits and pieces. With nowhere to go, not knowing if you still have a family left to know. Hungry and tired from running and not finding a place that is filled with nothing but silence. Why is it that other countries are so important to the society, but when it comes to Sri Lanka, there is no one to help? But because of who we are and the color of our skin, no one really steps in. We are left to go through this battle and face it ourselves because no one wants to help. Hearing others screaming and crying, let us go, let us free, let us live, and trying to figure out whether there is still a reason to live. Just as we find comfort laying on a mother's lap, we the Tamils were lucky enough to find peace and comfort on our own motherland. Although we still remain with questions in our minds that may never be answered, we will work hard to stand as one nation and face this battle with patience. And one day, we will become strong Tamils that will never fail to show their own powers.